Church isn't about the four walls of the church.
I want to hear you scream, "Is God your hero?"
Well, what if they find out I'm a Christian? You know, they might start talking about me. Well, who cares?
Now it's our turn to stand up and make a difference in our generation.
Hi, I'm Jack Brothers, Public Awareness Correspondent for Crossfire Ministries. This year at the Acquire the Fire Conference held in Dallas, Ron Luce made a bold call to the youth of America. Not to be a culture Christian, but to live out their Christian lives every day. The rally you're about to watch is Zach Fenton and Leila Wilson giving testimony about what it means to live a Christian life every day.
Church is about going out and talking to people and witnessing and saving souls. It's about how you live your everyday life. It doesn't matter what you do inside the church. You know, God sees your true heart. He sees your true character. That's what matters. You know, we need to watch what we say and do, because all the time people are watching us. And we need to live our lives to where if we never said one word about God, people would know we're a Christian. And where we're living, we should be living for Christ. We shouldn't be influenced by everything the world says. We shouldn't be influenced by what's on TV, what our friends wearing, what our friends are doing. We should be the ones influencing them. And the only way to do that is to fill yourself with God all day and night. I've been listening to sermons and stuff, and you know, it's amazing the change when you're constantly filled with stuff of God. You just like randomly burst out and start talking to somebody about God. But here in America, I don't think we grasp true persecution and that the Bible talks about. You know, Paul was stoned. They thought he was dead. They took him outside the city, left him for dead, and God raised him from the dead. Either that or he just wasn't quite dead yet, and they were just stupid and didn't realize it. And he endured a lot. And what he said in the Bible was, to live is for Christ and to die is gain. Just think about that. Let's go outside and win this whole city for Christ. Let's start a revival in Fort Worth that spreads to Dallas, that spreads to, you know, Austin, that spreads to San Antonio, that spreads nationwide. Let's get off our butts and do something.
The youth, 4% of our youth are Christians, only 4%. How did we let that happen? No, we have no excuse for letting that happen. I mean, the generation before us, yeah, they did have a hand in it. They could have, stood up and said something and, made a difference. But now it's our turn. He wants you to come to him. He wants you to ask him, what do you want me to do today? And he'll tell you, I want you to change your generation. That's what he tells me every day. I'm like, God, what do you want me to do today? He's like, I want you to change your generation. Make a difference. Make a difference in the United States. And, if you see something that you don't like in the store, go up and tell him. Be like, hey, that offends me. That I don't really like what that says. You can't say, oh, I'm a Christian and I'm going to do this and I'm going to live for God, and then go around wearing, some shirt that says something inappropriate. And, I mean, you can't say, oh, well, it's just what's in style. Well, then bring something else back in style. I mean, old stuff is coming back in style. Why can't we bring it back? Mini skirts are cute. I would like to wear them, but it doesn't hurt to put leggings on under them. That looks just as cute, just like that. It does, okay? Okay, 80% of Christians came to know Christ because a friend said, hey, come to church, come see what I'm doing, because their friend said something, not because they're walking by and, oh, you know what, I wonder if I should become a Christian. No, someone had to come up to them, someone had to make the choice to say something to them. That there's someone that cares about them. You don't need drugs. There's a higher high than, sticking a needle in your arm or sniffing something up. You can, just praying with God, just talking to him, that's like amazing. Just having quiet time in the morning or reading your Bible. I just want all of us to get together, after this. I don't want us to stop from here. After this, this just is going to build me up. Let's go somewhere else. Let's preach something else. Let's, go into the malls, go into the schools, going, everywhere. You don't have to stop after this.
With momentum from the Fort Worth Square rally, our youth decided to tackle the adult-oriented businesses that were trying to come into Mansfield. Crossfire Ministries teamed with Bart Scott, a local high school teacher, to address City Council about the lax ordinances. Oh yeah, by the way, I could not pass up my opportunity to speak.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Leila Wilson.
My name is Leila Wilson, and my church is at 2200 Highway 287 North in Mansfield. I'm representing my youth group. I also wanted to come up here and talk about the adult store that wants to move in here, Condoms to Go. I feel like it's my responsibility to stand up for my generation and to say that we really don't need anything like that in this community. I mean, you know, I always loved the whole small town feeling, and you know everybody, and you still wave in the streets, and I really feel like putting something like that in this city will kind of pull that away. And you tell your children, to not have sex and to be protected if you are, but it's really hard to keep yourself safe when you can just walk into a store and you see games that are representing that tell you it's okay, and then you sell them condoms, and then that's like saying you can't drink, but here's the keys to the cupboard that has the drinks in them, and here's a shot glass. I mean, that's just like offering it to us. And like I said, it's my responsibility to speak up for my generation, and I feel like it's y'all's responsibility to protect us and to show us the right way to go, and I really think that putting the store in will turn us the wrong way. So I'd just like you to not let that come into our community.
Thank you. Talitha Wilson.
My name's Talitha Wilson. I'm 17 years old. I'm here to represent my church, Word of Life, 2200 Highway 287 North Mansfield. Mansfield to me seems more like a family city. I don't think a store, Condoms to Go, is actually a store to be put into a family city. That doesn't seem anything like family to me. There's a store called Condom Sense in Arlington, and it has advertisements of things they shouldn't be advertising in windows, and it doesn't have an age limit, and you can walk into the store, and whether they kick you out or not, you have a few minutes to look at something that you shouldn't be looking at, whether you're under the age of 18 or not. And whether the store has an age limit, I've got plenty of friends over the age of 18 that, they could go in there and do pretty much anything they wanted. Look at a book. I mean, you don't have to purchase the book. Whether you're not old enough to buy the book or not, you can go in there, read the book, or look at the game, or figure out how to do stuff that you maybe weren't taught before, or something that was open your mind to something that shouldn't have been open to you. And whether you have the license or you're old enough to buy it, you can just read the information there and understand the concept of what it's supposed to be doing, and you can get an older friend or family member, for that matter, to buy the item or whatever it is that the product's selling, to buy it for you. I think that that's just starting other problems. And even if you are, under the age of 18, or you have a license to buy it, if a 5-year-old is with their mother and they're walking down the sidewalk or just driving down the road and they see pictures and they ask their mother, what does that mean? I don't think a mom is going to want to be able to explain that to their 5-year-old, at least not at that young of age. And I disagree with it. And I don't think that we need to be able to advertise stuff like that. Whether teenagers can go in there or not, I think many people underestimate us, and they will find a way.
Thank you.